What was it? And shit show.
Yeah.
This is the podcast we call a shit show. No filter as our lips go. 3 hosts to get to know. First up, Brian, clinically insane and a bit racy. Matt, well he's just batshit crazy. Anthony, last but not least, not crazy but don't unleash the beast. He'll debate you until your opinion's released. I wish I could say we're better than the rest, but we're just mediocre at best. This is it, grab a chair and sit and get ready for the shit.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to The Shit Show, a mediocre at best podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Costanza. With me, as always, Brian, let me get my tools, Rooney,
Yeah.
and Chris, or whatever, Milianti.
Or whatever.
What's going on, guys?
I would like to just add something here. I don't know if it's going to come through in your audio, but when you were playing the intro, I really feel like Chris was masturbating. Like, the sounds that was coming, I was just, oh.
Am I not on video right now?
No.
You are not.
Should I be grateful you're not?
Well, then you would understand what I was doing.
Well,
I don't want to know for sure, I don't think.
I was
Andy's
moving my
naked.
fan. I was moving my fan so you wouldn't get wind noise, so that you wouldn't complain. But yet you complained anyway. And I'm trying to cut down the noise. I bought a whole new headset setup so I could play my games without you people hearing anything, and just to silence the complaints. But they still come anyway.
Speaking of complaints, you're crackly as shit.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done with you people.
I hear him just fine. Like, I do like that I have a shirt on, but Chris doesn't.
Right, I'm not even certain Chris has pants on.
Oh, there's pants.
Pants are like boxers.
Pants.
All right.
Chris's bedroom is like a 12-year-old's dream. It's got RC...
I wouldn't say dream. I would say 12-year-olds.
What?
A 12-year-old's bedroom, not a 12-year-old's dream bedroom.
Well, I don't know, because he has the income to buy all the things that a 12-year-old can. For instance, if you look at the top shelf, which you guys can't see, obviously, on the podcast listening, but Brian can see it, so screw you.
So that's all that matters.
Right. So if you look at the top shelf there, what I'm looking at, I believe, are 3 RC hovercrafts.
Yeah, I have 4. One's being repaired.
Okay. And what's that giant thing next to everything? Is that a duffel bag?
Wait, what are you talking about?
To your left.
Did it really take you that long to decipher?
I was
to my left?
gonna say to the right of the thing, but I had a feeling he would just get confused by it.
By the medieval times flag?
Finger
Oh,
up?
you're talking about the brown on the shelf?
Yeah. What is that? A duffel bag?
That is our Ninja Turtle figures that they re-released from my childhood, the '80s one. I have the van and I have all the figures in there.
You're fantastic.
Let's not forget the protein shake bottle underneath it that you probably don't use.
I use it daily, and every time I come over Anthony's, he comments on me bringing a bottle over there.
He needs to make sure that people know that he drinks his protein shakes. He's one of those.
Is it Coca-Cola?
No,
Chris is laying off the coke.
I have it like once every 3 months, maybe.
Emails?
Sure. I just have one other question. What is that? Is that a cage on the top left that I'm seeing?
On my left, your left. Oh, the black right there.
No, the other way. Go the other way.
You're
my
right.
left. Your right. Behind you on the right, all the way in the corner. Top.
Oh, that's Taz. I got that at Six Flags like 47 years ago. It's Taz in the cave.
Oh,
It's one of those like prizes you win from the basketball thing.
Gotcha.
Garbage.
So maybe we should get away from shit the listeners can't see.
Yeah. We're creating a picture for them with words.
Yeah, my room needs to be updated and cleaned.
Why do you have a Giants towel?
That's to block out the sun, so I could sleep during the day like a vampire, because my schedule is different than everybody else's.
I'm going to get into emails now.
I'm more concerned with why the towel's a Giants
Damn
towel.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It's just in my house, and it found the use one day.
So I'm going to get to emails.
No emails.
The emails.
All right, email.
Go for emails.
Email address sspodcast1@gmail.com.
That's our address, people.
Yeah. So this email.
How many did you have? First off,
A few.
Brian.
What?
Numbers.
1, 2, 5.
Nice. Go on.
Now this one has no subject, and Anthony is probably gonna lose his shit as I start reading it. But, I don't know.
Do I really lose my shit often?
No, you're not really lose your shit, but this whole email should just be in quotations, but it's not.
Or whatever.
So it says,
Look forward to the shirt that we're going to be printing up.
or whatever. It says, all you motherfuckers are gonna pay. You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
What'd we do to this kid?
Chris, just pay attention. You'll get there. We're gonna fuck your mothers while you watch and cry like little bitches. Once we get to Hollywood and find those Miramax fucks who are making the movie, we're gonna make them eat our shit, then shit out our shit, then eat their shit, which is made up of our shit that we made them eat. Then all you motherfuckers are next. Love, Jay and Silent Bob.
Well done. Well done.
I guess all the Kevin Smith talk from
I
last.
appreciate it.
I
I mean, I am a fanboy.
Was that really Jay and Silent Bob though?
That was from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back when he writes that like the movies and he's just like screaming it as freaking Kevin Smith is typing it.
But is that Jason guy and Kevin Smith actually writing that email? That's what I'm asking.
I seriously doubt that.
That's what I'm saying.
Judging
Imposters.
by the email address. That's why I said the whole thing should just be in quotations.
That's my favorite listener right now. I want you to know that.
Okay.
Daisies.
Suck it, Rob from Detroit.
That guy forgot about us, and that's probably for the best. The next one, I don't know if I'm supposed to read this beginning part, but
Go on.
it's here, so I'm just going to read it. It says, Brian, if I'm not the first one to write in with this, you better read this first, you fucking queer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I was just supposed to acknowledge that.
Way to grab his attention. Go on.
It says, so, if we are going to start fucking countries, I want to say fuck New Zealand.
What is
'cause
happening? Why is this a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why did Brian's Hobo Babies thing go on for over a year?
I
Oh,
mean,
we'll get to that.
Oh, we will?
Yes.
Yes. So it says, I know nothing about New Zealand except that I'd like to fuck people in New Zealand, preferably the women. They look pretty attractive, so fuck New Zealand.
I think I've heard that the women there are pretty good looking.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Like actually, like get it, New Zealand.
I guess.
All right.
I don't know.
I feel like he's taking it in a different direction, and I appreciate it.
Well, this next person,
Is that an attempt to clean it up? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So his next email, it just says, no, okay. Oh, way to go. God damn it, iPhone. All right. So Brian was told to fuck Mexico. I'm pretty happy he didn't fuck Mexico, because if we fuck Mexico, then America is pretty fucked, because then we have to actually work. Mexico works for America, and fuck Canada, because fuck Canada.
Hang on. I get the America one. I
What's
kind
your
of
problem
agree
with
that.
Canada, eh?
Canada's awesome, though.
I have no problem. Again, these are not my thoughts.
Ryan, this all stemmed from you, so
This didn't.
I feel like you have a responsibility to deal with this problem.
This didn't stem from me. Someone just wrote in and said, "Fuck Mexico." Am I right, Brian?
Right. This is just the listeners engaging with the listeners.
is-
We've essentially been taken out of the equation.
With the middlemen here?
We're just a proxy.
We're the middleman, as the listeners say what countries they want to fuck.
Leave Canada out of this.
Let's channel the hate, I guess, right?
I suppose. I have no problem with Canada. I claim to be Canadian, so
Aren't you Canadian?
I mean, sort of. My grandmother is, so I guess that makes me Canadian-ish.
And I'm what is it? One on 100th or 1/10 Portuguese?
Portuguese. Yeah, 1/10 Portuguese. Fucking love that show. And if you don't know what quote that is, then you should just stop listening. Next
All right, I'll
email.
That'd be
Yep.
great if Chris just signed off. Yeah, there you go. I'll just see myself out.
Chris, you're not listening though. You're engaging.
Mhm.
And actually, I'll just get to that email now. This next email says, "Why no more Blue Streak quotes?" Blue Streak, one of the top movies, and you guys quoted it. Haven't met anyone else with appreciation for Blue Streak like you guys. So why no more Blue Streak quotes? Why?
I feel like
why,
we should
guys?
just. I
Why?
feel like even though we're gonna have a contest for the signed DVD, we should just give it to this guy.
No, he has to win the contest.
That you don't have going.
Well, we didn't do it yet. We could blame Matt for
Well,
that.
how many weeks did you have to set this up?
In our defense, we always say 100 times an episode, and that is
Right.
a Blue Streak quote.
It's, I mean, do you put that in quotations though? I mean, it's just a sound effect. Like, are you gonna say like gunshots or a quote from Saving Private Ryan?
That's it. You're a bowler.
I try.
He gets
just-
out there, he goes, "Believe that."
We should just throw in a random Blue Streak quote every few minutes.
I like it.
All right, Chris, can you do that?
Can I do what? Blue
It's
Streak
seeping.
quote?
It's seeping through your pores.
No.
You like snacks?
Love 'em. Nothing
I
makes
don't
me happier.
understand.
There you
I
go.
don't understand your obsession with Blue Streak.
Why'd you say Blue Streak? Funny, Blue Streak. There's one more email.
This is
Maybe.
already 5? I feel like
Yeah.
I missed one in there.
No, it was 2 about fucking countries, the Jay and Silent Bob one, the Blue Streak one, and now this
So-
one.
40% of our emails are about fucking countries today.
Continue. Just go. Just roll right over that.
Or whatever.
Whatever.
So, Chris, this is the first email you're getting that is solely to you and no one else.
Is it about tacos?
No. You ready?
I'm actually really excited about this. What could this possibly be?
I feel like I should frame this email and hang it in that terrible room you got behind you. Are you ready, Chris?
Yeah, go for it. Lay it
Huh.
on me, Big Daddy.
Hi, my name's Mark. This is for Chris. Fuck you.
Yes. That's what we're looking for.
But why? Is there a reason?
No, that's it.
You can't leave me in suspense like that. I need to know. I gotta know. Tell me what it is. I gotta know.
That's all you need to know.
Can you please write back and tell us why fuck Chris? I mean, I agree. 100%. Or by Chris's math,
Wholeheartedly.
I agree 87%. I mean, whatever.
So, we were all
That's
hanging out. Me, Chris, and James were hanging out last night before Nicole got there, and we were grilling. And Chris was trying to tell us something, and he kept throwing in or whatever. And he realized, and we gave him, we effectively gave him a complex. And he kept stopping, and he was going, "God damn it!" So I think I think he's on the road to being cured,
Or whatever.
or whatever.
Wait, Chris, you didn't realize that you were just saying or whatever after every other word or
No,
whatever?
no, and you say James says that too when he tells stories, right? And we've grown up together, so it's
Yeah.
probably just in our dialogue now.
You know what's funny though is I noticed it in James way before you. I feel like it was only as of late that you started doing that, but Brian seems to remember you doing it longer. So
Well, what's funny, though, I mean, if you want to compare yourself to James, I mean, he's retarded.
what do you got against James?
I don't know. It's just fun. Does James listen? If you do, fuck you, James.
Wow.
I don't think he listens.
Just play that clip for him. Just play that clip. So what do you mean we're getting back to hobo babies here? I'm excited.
Okay, so all right, what really it's not so much the hobo baby thing, but it's the fact that it's been going on for a year.
Go on.
Like it just blew my mind. You sent us this what was that thing, that time hop thing,
Yeah.
where it was the first mention of the hobo baby plan.
Right.
And it was a year ago today, and it was right after we did the episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, really strange. So I'm assuming that your brain works in cycles. and we're just about to recycle everything we've gotten. Pretty soon we'll be going on a hiatus, and then then you could be looking forward to a new revamped show with an intro.
A new intro, I guess. Though? I don't want to take another hiatus. I look forward to this each
no,
week.
this is great.
I don't care if the episode sucks. I just look forward to it. Because if it does suck, I don't really care.
Essentially, it's just us calling each other and hanging out.
Yeah. I mean... Oh, shit! There was an email from last week that I forgot to read.
You have one job.
I have more than that.
You do. You have more than that. You have to post the thing, too.
And edit.
Yeah, except you don't. So go on.
When do you ever edit?
Back in the day, when he had to edit out tons of stuff because we were just terrible at recording things?
We would have like a 2-hour-long episode, but probably about 90 minutes of that was like breathing and long pauses.
Sounds about right.
So what are you playing? I don't know, it was like a long pause. It was so bad. And actually, the way I edited it was I listened to the episode and was just hit delete.
Right. And that's when I would get the text message at like 3 a.m. The episode's up.
Right, we recorded 7 hours ago. Yep. There was a lot of downtime in that episode. Full runtime, 16 and a half minutes.
That's a good episode.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we lose everyone's attention after 16 and a half minutes anyway, so that probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
We've actually hit that mark a few seconds ago, so thanks for listening. For those of you still with us.
Have a shitty week.
Have a shitty week.
That's
the
Matt's
thing, though.
idea.
See, you do know how to make it sound like a question.
That's how you sound
No.
every time.
Have a shitty week is different than have a shitty week?
I feel like you just exaggerated it more there.
No.
Listeners,
I feel like you have an issue.
is he making a question?
Listen at the end of this episode. Oh, I got it. Now we're roped them in. You see what we're doing there? At the end of this episode,
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
find out if I
that'll
end it
get
with
him.
a question and let us know.
As they fast forward to the end of the episode.
Shit. Well, last time Nicole tried to do that, she skipped over the thing she wanted to hear, and she just had to go back and listen to the rest of it.
Well, all right. What was I saying?
You have an email from last week.
Right. Yeah.
You're the worst.
You're like a goldfish.
What?
What?
Their memory is not really 5 seconds or whatever that. It's like a fucking God. You Google
hold the phone.
what?
It is one Matthew Perry's birthday today. And
Why?
that deserves to be celebrated.
I don't think it's time for IMDb yet.
It's always time for IMDb. IMDb is forever open.
Forever.
Shut up, War.
Is that the Sandlot?
Probably.
How did you quoted it? What do you mean
Chris
probably?
quotes a lot of things and doesn't know what they're from.
Yeah, if I've heard them, they just get acquired into my vocabulary, and they're in there.
Or whatever.
Did I say it? Did I say it?
Did you
I
think
can
about
see
saying
I can
it?
see you focus though every time you say something. Now there's a definite pause, and you think about it.
Did you think about saying it, Chris?
Hold on, guys. I'm fighting the boss here. Come on.
What boss are you fighting?
Well, that helps with this email that I forgot to read.
Oh, nice. What boss are you fighting?
Oh,
Devil's Lair guy.
I'm gonna forget again.
The servitor? How
Yeah,
are you
the
gonna
servitor.
forget again? You're doing it. You have it open.
I said the Devil's Lair guy. That's it's the servitor.
Right.
Right.
No
No
one's
one was
arguing
questioning you.
Oh, Brian. Oh, I'm occupied. Carry on.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So this guy wrote in. Hey guys, Richard here. Somewhat of a loyal listener. I don't really know. Anyway,
Good enough.
you
Alright.
guys used to talk about games a lot. Then you stopped. Then you started. Then you stopped. And now you seem to stop. I originally started listening to this for games. Although now it is funny. There are no game talk. Are you guys going to be talking about games again soon? If not, I really don't know if it'll affect my decision to listen.
Nice.
But just curious.
I
would
appreciate the
say-
honesty.
I'm not done.
Uh,
Not
Go
done.
on. No one's stopping you.
You did.
I'm interjecting.
I would sign this. You're a number one fan, but I know that's probably not the case. So you're a 17th fan. Have a good day.
Nice. I appreciate the fact that he thinks we have 17 people that listen to this.
Yeah.
If we hit double digits, I'm really surprised.
So, I would talk about games with the two of you. Unfortunately, Chris is like an old man, right? And he gets into these habits. And if it's not the game that he's currently playing, he's not interested.
I also feel like game talk can be boring for the most part.
Could be.
And
There are some interesting things.
yeah, yeah. Well, all right. So interesting. So the Call of Duty beta, I told you I was downloading it.
Yes.
Right. Not interesting about that. What is interesting is I was playing it, and I don't even know what freaking error like time frame it's in. I don't know. Like the last one was futuristic, obviously, but there is like fucking like jetpacks and wall running shit in this one still. Like I guess they
Wait,
can't.
really?
Yeah. I whatever.
Jesus
It
Christ.
is
I'm so
pretty
done with that
much-
franchise.
It is like the same game as Advanced Warfare. Warfighter? Whatever.
Warfare. I think Warfighter was a Ghost Recon game.
No, it was Medal of Honor. That terrible reboot. It was Medal of Honor, then Medal of Honor Warfighter.
I'm pretty sure there was a Ghost Recon one that sounded like that too. Yeah, Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter.
He's answering the phone.
Yep. It was Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. And he's gone! And he left.
He answered the phone and left. You licked it, you put.
Guys, I'm on the phone. Come on.
God. So, Anthony, what I was saying was, I mean, it's pretty much like a copy and paste of, like, last thing. I mean, granted, I didn't play it very long because
Right.
I don't like to play betas a lot because nothing carries over and I get bored of it before it
Sure.
comes out. And, yeah, fuck that.
So, I like getting my hands on it early, which is nice. But
Yeah, I mean, I played a couple of rounds and I was like, all right, played this for the past 7 years. Well, that's enough. Like, and it's just like a copy and paste, and it really bothered me. Then I was thinking, sports games do it every year, except lately EA's been copying pasting minus game modes, which is dumb.
right.
So, like, how dumb are we that we spend $60 annually on these fucking retarded ass games like Call of Duty, all the sports franchises,
Right.
Assassin's Creed? Like, annually, it's the same game, and we spend $60. Sometimes more if we buy the DLC stuff.
Right. So I'm gonna say that's a loose we because I don't play any of the sports games. I have no interest in them. I don't find them fun. But I do get what you're saying because for a while I would buy all the Call of Duty games until the last one where I got it, played through the campaign, and returned it the next day. I was like, this is not for me. I played the multiplayer like 2 rounds and I was like, nope.
The campaign was good, but
Yeah,
it was
like, it was
short.
alright. I don't know. It's not. I just don't care. You know. I'm just kind of done with it. I want more interesting concepts.
I mean,
it's been the same thing over and over again.
You don't want Kevin Spacey.
I mean, it's like, what are you really getting from? Yeah, great. It was awesome having him in there, but then
I just thought like it was kind of weird. Like he played minus the Southern accent, like his House of Cards character. It's like,
yeah, which I was
this
okay
is
with.
popular. Let's just drag this into our franchise. Like
Well, right, but that was part of the appeal, right? Because I was in the middle of House of Cards at that point, and I was like, oh, cool, there he is.
right. But that also goes to kind of show my point. Like, we're kind of like just making the same game every year. How do we get people to keep coming back? Hey, this is popular. Let's throw that in there. Like, and it just everything started bothering me about what I spent money on.
There was also a time frame while that was out, though, while I was like doing like late hours at work, and I was like really confused, and things were meshing together. And I started watching House of Cards. I was like, "Where are all the guns?" I was really confused.
I don't know how to react to that. I don't.
I was I was playing Rare Replay earlier. Actually, right before I came on here, I was playing Banjo-Kazooie.
I'm just gonna interrupt you for a second though, and just say this is gonna be the last thing we talk about games. So we're getting off games. We can't talk about games too much, but I
We
want to hear.
can if the people want it.
I
Anyway.
mean, one person, and
I want to get your opinion on this though. So I'm playing Rare Replay, and I'm playing Banjo-Kazooie, and I love it. The game is great, and I missed it because I remember playing it when I was younger, like it being fantastic.
Chris, sit down.
Going back and looking at it now, playing it now. Hi, Nicole. Going back and looking at the game now, I feel like it was better than Mario 64.
That's a bold
game?
statement.
Yeah, it is a bold statement.
It's also
What
a
game?
bold-faced lie.
And then I go online and I'm like, I'm curious if this editorial has been written up, and it happens that it has.
I was going to say that absolutely has.
Right, and it was on, I believe it was on Polygon. Let me find out who wrote it so I can give credit to this. But
Well,
it's true. Like the game, like there's so much to it, and it like they put the games side by side, and you're seeing like how much depth there is to Banjo-Kazooie, and how every little piece of it has a meaning, and everything makes the story progress. It was really it's a great game. I mean, now obviously Mario 64 paved the way for it, and that's also what they wrote in this article. It was like basically everything I was thinking. I was like, this is great. And so basically Mario 64, right? There's nothing like that when it came out. It really got it down right. And then Banjo-Kazooie came along like a few years down the road, and I was like, this game it's solid, and it holds up today.
Did they redo anything in that game, or is it just like the old game?
I don't know. I mean, I would imagine it's just upscaled, because if you were to play something like, I mean, if you throw your Nintendo 64 on now, everything is super pixelated. The polygons are like ridiculous.
Right.
This doesn't look like that. But it was also done. It was released on the 360 at some other time, so I don't know. It's probably just a port of that when it was brought up around that time.
All right.
So. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on in Chris's house right now. There's a thunderstorm and Nicole's on the camera.
I don't know. Chris, are you back?
Yep.
All
Are
right. I never left, Chris.
Oh my god. What kind of game is this?
But there is one other thing.
I kind of want to know what kind of game this is down there, sir. What's going on over there?
I just bought Nicole the Evil Within, and we're watching playing it for the first time.
Like you can have seizures if you're epileptic.
Yeah, she got excited about the seizure warning. In the beginning.
You get that on every game.
Yeah, I liked that game a lot, actually.
Which one was that?
That was made by the Resident Evil 4 guy.
Okay. I remember. I remember you guys playing that one night while we were.
I don't even know what this game's about.
It's confusing as shit, and that's all I'm going to say. But it's really good.
The one other thing that I wanted to bring up was the franchise talk, and it's something that you brought up when we did our little E3 episode. And it's when they say they introduce something as a new franchise, and I was hyper aware of it this time. I was watching the Gamescom conferences. And
Right.
It's just we're gonna suck as much money out of this one as we can. That's I feel like that's what they're throwing at you.
Yeah, I mean everything gets announced as a franchise instead of a solo freaking deal. I don't like that.
Right.
All right.
It's
I'm done with games.
a little
Done.
frustrating.
Done with games.
Go on.
All right, Chris, you are here, or are you just playing?
I'm here.
All right, that good game though. I do like that. All right, this is gonna come off anti-Semitic, but it's not.
Bro, if you need to say that beforehand, maybe just don't say it.
Well, no, because I get a bad rap about everything. I'm I get called. I'm gonna say prejudice, and I'll explain why I'm saying prejudice after. But I get called shit. But this isn't really anti-Semitic. This is just it made me chuckle today. So
it's not. Oh, hang on.
I just heard it.
Say that again. Can we rewind that? Real quick?
Anti-Semitic, but it made me chuckle.
All right.
It hit his racist bone.
Just make it his racist phone. Yeah.
No, see, we'll get to that after the racist thing with this. We'll get to that. We'll get there. Anyway, so I was driving around today for work, and I was going through Brooklyn, and it was a heavy Jewish area in Brooklyn. And you know how Hasidic Jews have that look to them, what
We're
they
off
wear,
to a good start.
the men, they have they have the black slacks, the white shirt, and the coat, they all dress like that.
Right.
Right. Now, I have no problem with that. I give them a lot of credit for wearing something like that every day.
I couldn't wear it.
No, I can't do it either. So I give them a lot of credit.
Props.
Props, mad props, yo. Anyway,
I give you the mad sick dope ass props. Chris, what movie?
Damn it! I know it. But I don't know it at the moment.
Loser.
Mad sick dope ass props. What? Clerks?
Nope.
No. Clerks 2.
Close though,
Nope.
Isn't he close?
He's close in that it's people that work in a place together. it's not a Kevin Smith movie, and it's not
Waiting.
Clerks. There you go.
There you go.
Ryan Reynolds in Waiting.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, anti-Semitic, but it's not anti-Semitic. Got it. Anyway, so I'm driving through. Let's just call it Jewland because why not?
Let's not call it that. What is wrong with you?
A lot of things. So I'm driving, and there's a whole bunch of guys, and they got their Jew costume on. Damn it! So they're again. That is not a flattering angle. Chris.
Terrible sight.
They got like again. I've given them
Get in
props.
there
for
real
stuff
good.
like this.
Like.
I can't do it, but they do it. So all of a sudden, I see a forklift being like driven by a guy dressed like that, and it just looked hysterical, like an Hasidic Jew driving a forklift. Like, just imagine that. Like, just put that image in your head and tell me you won't chuckle.
Brian, they have jobs too.
Right, but I just in that getup, it's very hard to picture them driving a forklift. Just think about it.
What
And
are they
picture
supposed
it.
to drive? A dreidel?
You guys are the worst. You
I
both
didn't
need
say
to
it.
stop talking.
No, come on, just think about that. Isn't that a funny image, like to see someone dressed like that driving a forklift?
Oh
You're just
yeah, I mean, totally.
Right. Now, the reason I'm saying we'll get back to the racist thing, it bothers me that that's called racist, and I don't understand this. Maybe you could explain this to me. Maybe a listener can email and call me racist and then explain it to me. Why is it called racism towards a religious belief? I hate when Jews are called a race. I don't get it. I don't
because
say-
we're using the wrong word for it. That's why. But
Right,
it doesn't make you any less of an asshole. So I think that's why nobody seems to argue that point.
I get that.
There's no
but-
racism. Shut up. You're still an ass.
I get that, but I'm saying like as a fucking nation, like we like call that racism against Jews. Like we say Jewish is a race. Like, oh, I'm half white, half Jewish. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Never
Like-
understood that one.
Like I don't say like, hey, I'm half Italian, half Catholic.
Right.
No, like I don't get it. Like, can someone explain this to me, please,
No, I can't.
Chris?
Well, isn't Israel like all Jews?
Yeah, but they're Israeli.
Right.
They're not Jewish. I mean, they're Jewish by faith, not by race.
What's Jerusalem?
What made me so happy about that was I sighed, and as I sighed, Brian did the same motion, and then I just lost it. Stop creeping up on the camera like that, you psycho!
Oh,
You're terrifying.
I wrote down
Good.
stuff I want to talk about.
I got something here. So, my cousin Marie is deathly afraid of clowns.
Am I involved in the
You
story?
are involved in this story. And so one night, I think it was while we were doing this podcast,
Yeah.
we brought it up and Brian sent her a clown picture and terrified her. It was like in the middle of the night too, like real dick move. Like she really does not like clowns.
Like
Anyway,
10:30.
she shot us a group message, and she goes, just scrolling through my Twitter feed, and I got assaulted. And she sends us the picture, and it's with his mouth open, and it's someone posted a picture of it. Obviously, it had to relate to the new movie I don't know if they're doing a movie or show, whatever it is. That's all it was. But giant clown picture. She was terrified. Brian's response: "It wasn't me this time. Ha 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 ha." And then he says, "I wish I thought of assaulting you on Twitter. Thanks for the idea." To which Marie replies, "No." Now I'm going to read you a bunch of messages now. The following messages are all from Brian. There's no message from either me or Marie between these messages. He just keeps going. So we got... if I read it verbatim, it doesn't make any sense because Brian also doesn't know how to type. So I'm going to read it through you the way that it's supposed to be. So he says, "I'm going to clown bomb," in quotes, "I'm going to clown bomb you one night and smash your phone, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram with a shit... I don't even know what this is supposed to say. With a shit kit of clowns. It's coming. I don't know... Next message. I don't know why I quoted clown bomb. Next message. It just looked better. Next message. And I meant shitload. Next message.
Brian's losing his shit over here. If you can see the video.
Wait, and I meant shitload. Next message, not shit kid. Next message, imagine a kid made of shit. Then Marie finally chimes in with a couple of laughs. And Brian, I guess we make shit kids every day. It's just biology. Good point, Brian. Thank you. Still Brian talking. Am I on drugs? Am I on drugs? What's wrong with me today? Marie finally chimes in. Great convo with yourself, huh? Brian, I'll just sad face, gun emoji, halo face, ghost. Well, that just got dark. And then Brian says nothing the rest of the day.
That's great.
I meant shitload, not shit kid.
I don't even know what was going through my head during this.
Crying.
It was just like rapid fire in quick succession. Just like
And, mind you, it's like the middle of the day, so we're working. So God knows what Brian's actually doing.
I mean, yeah. We'll just leave it with working.
Quote unquote.
Actually, when that happened, I was at the gym. I went to work later that day.
What were you doing at the gym that you were able to type all that to yourself?
I was on the elliptical.
I would love to see you fall off the elliptical machine.
Getting good thumb cardio.
No, I was actually doing regular
Don't
cardio.
you hate that person?
Just because you're standing on the elliptical doesn't mean you're actually doing cardio.
I really do hate that person, but I mean, Marie texted. I'm not gonna not answer Marie. You're welcome, Marie. You're welcome.
She probably doesn't listen to this.
Well, she's got to listen to this just because she's in it.
I mean, if 17 people listen to this,
Marie could be one of the 17.
I would imagine.
But she's not.
She's not. No. But she might be. What else did I put
Doubtful.
in my notes? Did you guys ever hear the term bougie?
Yes.
No.
Why have you heard of this, Anthony?
I don't know. I've heard multiple girls say bougie.
Do you know what it means?
I imagine it as like stuck up, like
Bourgeois.
ritzy. Well,
It stems from that word, Christopher.
yeah.
I mean, you got it.
I know I got it. I don't know how to put it into words other than bougie
Um,
at this point.
Well, no,
So-
I was hanging out with my boy Leroy, and we were talking about
Leroy
some
Brown?
girl. Yeah, bad Leroy Brown. Yep. Or Leroy Jenkins, whatever Leroy you want to go with. And we were talking about some girl, and he's like, "Oh, she's just bougie." I'm like, "Huh?" And he said it again. I'm like, "What is this word?" And I felt like Charlie and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Were like, "What is this word, jabroni?" You keep saying it. It's
Such
awesome.
a good word. It's a great word.
Like, I felt like that. Like I never heard this word before. Chris.
Yeah, seriously.
What?
Real loud over there.
What is happening?
What are you doing that you think that that's not coming through the microphone? That's my question.
I can't hear it with these new headphones, and I have the
Chris.
TV on kind
That's
of low.
great.
you
So
can
you've
get
literally
that.
not solved the problem at all, is what you're telling me.
Well, I have it set up differently because Nicole came over now and she wants to play her game.
Damn it, Nicole.
Hold on, I'll be with you momentarily.
I mean, it's a good game. It is pretty scary. I liked it.
I just heard all hell breaking loose and her going, "Oh my god," in the background.
Yeah, the opening scene is kind of intense.
Chainsaw guy?
She got chased by a chainsaw and then went in a room with spinning knife things and a cage that came down and locked her in.
Are you going to play that 80s horror movie video game?
I can't wait. I pre-ordered it months ago. Like, so, like the first week you were able to pre-order, I pre-ordered it. It just sounds like such an awesome idea to me.
We should just stream that one.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Why no? Why no?
I don't have answers for the things I say.
Such an ass.
Back to bougie. So he kept
bougie.
saying it, and I just thought it was amazing, and now I love that word.
Mhm.
Thank you, Leroy. That's it.
Jesus.
Oh, yo, today when I was driving, I hated you for a good 5 minutes.
Me?
Yes.
Excellent.
So I'm driving, and the car in front of me had like a custom license plate, which why? I don't get it. Like,
You know Chris has one, right?
Rage.
figures. It fucking figures Chris has one. Chris, what? Like, why do you like? And most of the times, like, it's just like inside jokes that no one knows but you. Like,
Right.
why, Chris? Why?
Because I don't like to have random numbers and letters for no reason.
Well,
mean, it has a reason.
Your words that you think you have are just random letters to the normal person because no one gets your inside joke.
It's not an inside joke.
It's just two words next to each other.
Oh, his is normal.
It's Hulk rage.
So his is pretty normal.
That's normal? It's just a different kind of weird. I would put it as that.
I wanted some sort of comic book thing, and that's the first one that I put in that worked. So that's what we went with.
Chris, when was the last time you read a comic book? Good talk.
1991.
Go on, Brian. So, why were you mad at me while you were driving?
Why was I mad at you? All right.
You suck. You're just the worst.
Yeah, so the guy, he had one that I could actually understand. It wasn't an inside joke driving in front of me. And his license plate said Love, L-U-V, the number 2, and then Hunt. So Love to Hunt.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that's, I guess, a little odd for New York City, but whatever. Maybe you're not from here. So then I'm thinking, like, love to hunt. I don't love to hunt. But then I was thinking about all these things like Most Dangerous Game and shit where they hunt people. I'm like, maybe it'd be fun to be hunted. I'm like,
Brian, I'd definitely hunt you, Brian.
And then you thought of the pest, and then you got mad at me.
not yet, not quite yet.
All right.
So-
So did you think of Wedding Crashers first?
Yes.
Excellent.
So I'm thinking of Wedding Crashers.
Let's go
like,
shoot some birds. I'm fucking psyched.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, man, you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to get be hunted by this guy with this obnoxious fucking license plate and just shoot him in the face and then go hunt him. But I'm just gonna shoot some birds. I'm psyched. I'd like fucking shoot him and murder him and kill him. There's a lot of violence right there. But so I'm thinking about that and I'm just laughing. I'm like, yeah. And then I was thinking, like, remember when I was in school, I was supposed to read The Most Dangerous Game, but it was cool not to read things, so I didn't. I kind of wish I did because that would have been a good story to read. It would have been interesting. Then I was just thinking, oh fuck. The movie The Pest.
Mhm.
He was hunted.
Yep.
Brian, you know you can just get that book and read it now, right? You don't have to be assigned to read it.
Right. Actually, you might enjoy it more.
Right, I'm sure. But so I'm still mad now. Now I'm mad again. So like you
The
took
dear
some,
goose.
you took something from me. Okay.
I would
You
like
took-
our listeners to go and watch The Pest, and I'd like your feedback on it.
I would like any of our listeners that go and watch The Pest to immediately after watching The Pest, put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger. Because that's what I want to do when that movie is on. Dead.
You don't have to watch it, Brian.
You don't have to watch it. I'm going to continue to watch it.
It's
You
a
don't have
great
to watch
movie.
it.
Great movie.
Sean Connery's birthday.
Sean Connery's birthday.
It is a terrible movie that ruined the joy and and just excitement I had today while I was thinking about killing a guy that was going to be hunting me
This
because
seems like it's more of a you problem
um
than an issue with the movie itself.
Why do you have excitement about a guy hunting you?
no, like this guy's license plate was love to hunt, so I was like, I wish he could hunt me and then I can kill him and be like, bang, bitch, and then I could just be happy. But then I was just thinking of The Pest and then I got sad.
How would you
I
be
am from
hunting
far,
each
far
other?
south.
Why, what, Chris?
Would you both be armed, or do you have to have
No,
antlers or something to stab him with?
I wouldn't be armed. I would have to arm myself. I
Like
could
something
do-
with talons, or like a gorilla, or a fucking human being.
You hunt a human being right now. You want 31 flavors? Baskin and Robbins is where you gotta be. Just want to throw that in there. It made no sense to anything.
I
but
love
we
it.
had
I
to
love
it.
it.
Did I write that?
Like a hockey puck.
Oh, I watched a movie yesterday that,
Good for you.
yeah, that's it.
I just hope that you can come one week with all stories like that.
So I sat down. That's all.
Did you? It's going around the internet again. It's something that like it happened a while ago. They released like the deleted scenes from a Friends episode that had to do with joking about bombs and airplanes.
No.
And they didn't. The episode was supposed to air like fairly soon after 9/11 happened, so they switched it up, and it was like the one where I believe Chandler and Monica. I think they're going on their honeymoon. It's the same episode where Joey and Phoebe break the door. Or the chair, and they want to ask Monica if they can break in because they smell gas.
Right. Okay.
I was just curious if you watched it. You should watch it. I want your take on it.
All right. So anyway, I did really watch a movie that I want to talk about.
Go on. Well, you know what? You pause, and then you don't come back for a little while.
Because I say something, and like my mouth works quicker than my brain, as we all know by the things that come out of it. So I say something. And sometimes it's not long enough for my brain to react. So I watched a movie, and it's not a very long statement, so my brain hasn't reacted yet that I'm saying I watched a movie. I need to tell you what movie and talk about that movie and get to that movie and say what I like.
Tell me about the goddamn movie.
Okay. I was rambling, wasn't I?
Yeah, you talk like a girl.
Hmm.
Like two chatty girls, but like it's just
But they're both
molded into
you.
one person. And it's just you.
Well, I did say, like, good point, Brian. Thank you in one text message, so, I could do it. So the movie, I watched the movie Unfriended. Do you know what that is? It came out early this year.
I'm familiar with the film.
Familiar, like you've seen it,
No.
or just you heard of it?
No, I just know what it is.
So the whole movie looks like what we're looking at right now, a Skype screen. You see the lead girl's computer screen the whole movie. That's all you see. Is
That
just
sounds terrible.
I'm dead.
I mean,
Nicole's dead.
from start to finish, it's her computer screen.
Right.
And like you see her iMessaging on there, like, and it's all like on just like the Skype window, and then like the internet browsers, everything all in front of it. It's a cool concept how they did it. And I liked it. It was about like a group of kids. They're on like a video call with each other. They're all talking. It's on the anniversary of their friend's suicide, and like her spirit haunts them and makes them kill themselves for.
Oh,
like,
is this when the Facebook's possessed?
No, I mean, sort of, but no. Like, just no.
I want to
Carry
hear
on.
about that movie.
So, but like, I'm not gonna really talk about the movie. Like, it was a pretty good movie. I think I got like a Metacritic of like a 59, which is actually pretty respectable for like a low budget horror movie.
Sure.
You're putting Anthony to sleep.
That's easy to do. But what I thought was really interesting about this movie, so I liked it, and when I like things about movies, I tend to like read shit about it. The movie was shot in one long take in real time with the characters on actual computers in different rooms of one house. Total production time for the movie was 16 days, and that included like editing and reshoots. That's
So-
crazy.
so-
Wait,
one
so
long
it wasn't
take.
one long shot then?
If it was one long shot, there wouldn't be edits and reshoots.
They filmed it from start to finish and then edited and reshot parts of that. Movies aren't filmed in order from start to finish.
I know, Brian.
All right.
No, that is actually pretty cool. But it's.
I don't understand.
I wonder what. Do you know what that movie made?
I don't know. That's Matt's job.
What was it called?
Unfriended.
Unfriended.
Where do you look for that?
Why are you kidding me with this? It has its own genre?
What is this genre?
Cybernatural.
No.
Yep.
No. That was the original title.
Oh, original title. Okay, it showed up underneath it as the. All right, we're good. Phew. I would have been really annoyed by that. All right, let's see. He gets this information real quick,
Oh.
Matt.
Yeah, I don't know where he gets it from. All of a sudden he's like, that movie made this, it cost this. Matt, I didn't give you the name yet.
There's a good chance he makes it up.
I mean, we wouldn't know.
We wouldn't. We just go with it.
He says it's so legit that it's just legit now.
Shut up.
Matt fact. What?
That should be a new hashtag for this, Matt Fact.
Oh, there it is. Box office. 31 mil.
How much did it cost to make?
That's what I'm finding.
I
From
feel like
now.
it couldn't have been that much.
Budget
What?
$1 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's straight profit.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, if you film it on computers in one house in one take,
I like that. Actually, that's actually a really good question. $1 million. What did it go towards?
they actually, it's like Skype, like the Skype sounds, Skype, but
everything's there.
they made their own Skype interface, so there was no lag. So there might have been a lot of design into that, and then copyrights, I'm sure, because they use Skype, they use YouTube, they use Facebook, they use iMessage, they use Apple.
Okay.
Probably had to pay a lot of people.
I like that in their opening weekend they made $15 million. Almost 16.
We can make a movie.
That's insane.
We
I
got Skype.
wanted to see that movie, and then I never did, and then it was out of theaters so quick. But I watched it yesterday or 2 days ago. I liked
Was
it.
that Magic Mike?
No, I saw that in theaters.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Well, Magic Mike 2 I saw in theaters. Fact.
I believe it.
This film may not seem like much from the trailer, but it delivers.
The trailer made me want to watch it.
Right, I know.
That's the flavor text they put in there to make you watch the movie?
No, that's a fun thing. Flavor text? I like that. No, that was a user review. Flavor. And then the next one down is 83 minutes lost.
I feel like I'd be in line with that review.
Immersion breaking plot hole. Should this be watched on a laptop instead of a TV? Blair is an awful person.
She's hot though.
Seriously, Mac OS X. Her computer skills killed me.
She's pretty hot. I liked her. Just saying.
Oh, Nicole might get chainsawed.
There are no opening credits in this movie. It was an independent movie until Universal bought the distribution rights.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's just filled with a bunch of nobodies. Like, their budget could have been so much less if they didn't, like, actually use Skype, Apple, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know why they would do that.
I guess. I don't know. I'm sure people...
I mean, if you're gonna go for realism, not the movie to do it in.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Like, you can make your own shit up for a movie about a spirit making you commit suicide. It's not like it's a real...
Spoiler alert.
It's in the summary.
I'm kidding.
You want me to spoil it? Want me to give you a spoiler for
I actually
it?
do. I would like you to tell me the whole movie.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Spoiler alert for Unfriended.
Fuck.
Go like 60 seconds ahead of this if you don't want to hear it, which, I mean, just fucking listen. You're not going to watch the movie anyway. So the whole bunch of them on the group thing, the message, like the Facebook from the girl that committed suicide sends them a message, and you're not supposed to answer the dead according to what they Google. So they answer and they talk to it, and then they go on a Skype call. There's this random person with no video that is this fucking spirit, and she's possessing them, making them kill themselves in like these gruesome matters. Like one girl, she makes her stick a fucking like curling iron down her throat, and then she would like capture pictures of it and post it on their Facebook, like through
colorful.
like spirit world. Yeah. So major spoiler. At the end, they all die.
Huh.
I liked it though. Like, because you kept thinking, like, maybe Blair's going to live, but she's such a terrible person when I just found out. Boom, dead. Yes. All right. I'm done.
That's that. All right, so I mentioned earlier that it's Matthew Perry's birthday. It's also John Stamos' birthday. Brian,
cares about that
who's
guy?
older?
I feel like Matthew Perry looks older, but I'm going to say John Stamos is older.
Chris?
What, Matthew Perry, John, what, Stamos guy?
Mhm.
Who's older?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Stamos.
I'm going to say it's close, though.
Yeah, you guys, you're correct. What's the gap? Guess that age gap.
2 years.
8 years.
What are you looking on IMDb, you jerk?
I'm right here if it's me.
No, it's 8.
Damn it.
I got 12 things going on right now. IMDb is not one of them.
8 years older than him? How old is Matthew Perry? How is he not 50 yet? Because Stamos isn't 58, is he?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I lied to you. It's 6 years. You're both wrong. Good. No, Matthew Perry is 46.
Wow.
Hey, let me go back to it. John
looks
Stamos
bad.
is 52. Yep.
He looks pretty bad for 46.
Yeah, but he's also had like a ton of... Wasn't he
Drug
like back and forth
problems.
with drug issues?
The drug and alcohol and shit. I
Yeah.
mean, that does age you, but also you're in Hollywood. You can pay to be unaged.
He's great. Do you ever see the whole 9 yards and the whole 10 yards?
Yes.
In the whole 10 yards, he's after his crazy night of drinking with Bruce Willis, he wakes up naked in the bed with him. Right? You remember that?
No, but go on.
All right.
Nope.
So eventually he ends up back at his office, and he goes, and he's like losing his mind at this point. And he's like, the woman that his receptionist comes in, and he goes, he's telling him like telling her all the stuff that's been going on. He goes, if anybody calls here or anybody asks, you tell them I fell down a flight of stairs. And she goes, what? He goes, call the FBI, dial FBI, tell them I fell down a flight of stairs. He's so great. She goes, what is that smell? I'll tell you what that smell is. That smell is me. I've been wearing this suit for 3 days. I smell like ass. Or a foot that's been lodged deep inside of an ass.
I remember liking the whole 9 yards a lot. I remember not caring for the whole 10 yards.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the same way, but it's been on one of the movie channels like nonstop, so I keep putting it on every time it's on. And
Better than Remembered?
It's grown on me.
Is it better than Remembered? Or
It's better than I remember it being. Yeah, for sure.
Huh.
And what's really funny that I only noticed. I mean, because obviously when it came out, it was a long time ago. I'm noticing now the bad guy from the first one, Yanni.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's also the bad guy in the second one. He just plays the father. I didn't realize that until I was older and I watched it. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And what is that
Yanni
accent that he
Gogolak
has?
or something like that?
What?
Gogolak? Is that
Gogolak, yeah. And what is that accent that he has? Who's Yimmy? Just knock that off.
I don't know, but can we call someone Yimmy now? The only Jimmy I know is some dude in my office. I don't even go to the office, so that's it. I don't think I know any Jimmys.
My phone autocorrects Kimmy to Jimmy all the time.
Why
Why are you typing Kimmy?
Well, his girlfriend's name is Kim,
Girlfriend's
but
name is
I
Kim.
mean, why you call her Kimmy?
Because I
You
call
want her to be Kimmy
occasionally.
Gibbler?
I was gonna say, unless Gibbler comes next, there's really no reason.
That's the only Kimmy I've ever heard of.
I just happen to call her Kimmy every once in a while, or Jimmy, as my phone likes to send it.
I don't think I approve of Kimmy.
You know what I don't understand with the fucking iPhone? Is that when I type that out and I hit space and it autocorrects and I hit back and it switches it back and then I send it, it autocorrects it again. What is that?
You will do what the phone wants.
You could turn off autocorrect, or you could just add Kimmy to your custom dictionary.
You would think that the amount of times that I typed it, that it would be there already.
Yeah, how
It
do you add
resets
things to
itself.
custom things?
You highlight it, I think, and then you have the option when it's spelt wrong. I think. I don't know. I don't do these things. I just know you can. I don't know. So more bad movies I'm watching.
Proceed.
I mean, you remember back, like, it was like in the late 90s, I think. They made a Lake Placid movie. Like, it was actually like a theater release. Like, it was Oliver Platt, Ready to Rumble guy. Like,
Yeah.
Bill Pullman, like, Mr. President, as I call him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right. Like, he will forever be the
I
president.
voted for him
because
in
of
the last
Independence
election.
Day. Did you really write?
No, I actually voted for
write-
you.
Wait.
I don't think I voted for you for president. I voted for you for something else.
Like, you wrote in my name?
Yep.
Did he win?
What do you think,
Obviously
Chris?
I like that we could see the evil within now. It is such a good game. I liked it a lot.
Nicole's getting upset because she kept getting chainsawed in the back.
The first scene, like the first thing with that, you gotta like escape that dude. It is hard. It gets a little easier and then gets really hard again. Just get past that. It's fine. Fuck. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Lake Placid, like, it was an actual like movie, like a theatrical release and everything. Like big actual stars at the time. Betty White was in it too.
Right. Feeding the little baby alligators at the end.
Right. And then they made a second one, which I don't know if the second one had a theatrical release. I don't think so. I think it was straight to DVD. And then Sci-Fi took over and made Lake Placid 3, Lake Placid 4, the final chapter, which was not the final chapter because I was watching last night Lake Placid vs. Anaconda.
Oh my god. Really?
Yes.
I don't want to see that.
like the same like female sheriff from Lake Placid 3 and 4, the final chapter, is in it, and they kept making jokes like that she does like nothing with her life. She's like, "Oh, I hear you're good at fighting these crocs." It's like, yeah, because she does no other movies except this. So I was watching it, and it has the worst CGI and like acting like
Sure.
ever. Like for B movies, like it's still like not even on par for like a bad B movie acting. It's bad. Like one thing going on through it, like it's a group of girls that are pledging for a sorority. So like they're like
I'm sorry. We're talking about the second one.
No, I'm talking about like Last vs. Anaconda.
Okay, go on.
Why is the second one? You looking at it now?
I'm looking at a picture of the second one, and it's so horribly done. The box art is so horribly done that it doesn't actually look like a person's hand in the alligator's mouth.
Well, I need to look at this now.
I'll send it to you.
I got it.
Just zoom in on it. Just get closer and closer. You can't tell.
What?
It's moose knuckle.
That's really bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. You'll never know what bit you.
Anyway.
Go on.
So yeah, it was like a group of like a sorority's like group of girls pledging for sorority. So like they're just being fucking retarded, and like the main girl like who thinks she's so cool, like, oh, you're not like cut out for this, like wow. But anyway, it's just really bad. It's like just bitches are dying left and right, and she's still saying like, I don't think you're like material for this sorority. Like, bitch, people are dead, and you're horribly acting about this. And then some girl like the anaconda comes and like wraps itself around the car that they were in, and they all get out but this one girl, and she gets like crushed in the car as the anaconda was going, and this girl starts crying, and they're like, oh well, you did everything that someone like you would do to try to save her, which was nothing. And then she's crying, she's like, what am I gonna tell my dad? He just bought that car for me. It's like,
my god.
oh god, this is terrible, but I'm gonna keep watching now. I hope you die.
Here's a good thing that we haven't touched on. What's the name of the movie again?
Which one?
The one that you were just talking about.
Lake Placid versus Anaconda?
Right. It is most certainly not the lake that is versing the anaconda.
Well, I guess like there already is like a croc thing versus snake thing.
Right.
Another movie that popped up. People who liked this also liked Three-Headed Shark Attack.
Oh, Brooke Hogan's in that. It's so bad.
Oh my god.
I mean, I didn't see
Couldn't
it.
tell that from the title.
Oh wait, isn't that one Brooke Hogan? I don't remember now. Brooke Hogan's in one that's bad. She's Hulk Hogan's daughter. Looks like a man.
Right.
Oh, that's Two-Headed Shark Attack. There's another one that means because this one came out in 2015. I need to watch this.
That is great.
Do you see who's in this?
Which one? The three-headed one?
Yes.
Hang on. I'm getting there.
Nicole's so upset with the game, she has to stop and go outside and smoke a cigarette because she keeps dying.
Danny Trejo.
Yes.
Danny Trejo, who's in everything.
Uh-huh. So,
Nicholas? No.
Samuel? Yes. I wonder... Oh, never mind. Samuel Jackson. Like, are these people in any of these terrible sci-fi movies? Or Samuel Jackson's in Deep Blue.
A shark ate me.
Yeah. What the fuck is it? Oh, so I watch a lot of these bad movies, like obviously, like especially these sci-fi ones that you see them on TV and it's like, who the fuck watches that? Brian watches that. I am the audience. They're made for me. So I was watching one called Ghost Shark.
As you do.
Just don't ask. So, and then I was watching. I'm like, huh. That little girl looks familiar. Who the fuck is this? And then I finally placed her and realized she was only in like 9 things total. Ruthie Camden.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah. That's what her career amounted to. Ghost Shark.
Ghost Shark. What's her name? What's her actual name?
Mackenzie something, I think.
I'm looking this up.
I don't know. Just look up Seventh Heaven and go to Ruthie.
I'm looking up Ghost Shark.
Oh, yeah, you could do that too. She's close towards the bottom. Probably. She didn't have a big part.
Alright, now we're going to Seventh Heaven because I'm not seeing anything.
Really? I guess she's right there. I'm looking at her from there. Her picture if you were to take her from Seventh Heaven and then just age her like a little bit, that's
Oh, wow.
what it looks like there. She looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it took me way too long to place her, even though she looks exactly the same. Exactly.
Are you aging her like a fine wine?
I mean,
Shut up, Meg. That's about all we have for this week. If you'd like to keep the conversation going, you can hit us up at our Twitter accounts. I'm at AEJ Costanzo. Brian is at Big_Bruins. Chris doesn't have one. The email account is sspodcast1@gmail.com. Continue to write us, and we'll keep reading them. Have a
you
shitty
can also
week.
get the podcast on Twitter. It's SS_podcast.
You could do that.
We're relatively active on there. Relatively.
I don't know about we.
Have a shitty week.
Question.
Jazz hands.
Did you get that recorded?
He's still recording. This is his
Chris.
move. This is what he does. He waits for something really good after the beep.
Believe it or not, George is home.